Most readers expect biblical breakthroughs to arrive suddenly, with miracles, with signs, with dramatic moments that immediately change the direction of the story. But when we look carefully at many passages of Scripture, something different begins to appear, right before major turning points. The story often becomes quiet, movement slows, the narrative pauses. At first glance, these moments seem unimportant. But ancient writers rarely place details without intention. And once you begin noticing this pattern, you start seeing it across many passages. In several biblical narratives, transformation does not begin with action. Instead, it begins with stillness, a pause in movement, a moment where characters stop speaking, a short space where the story seems to breathe. These moments can feel almost ordinary. Readers sometimes move past them without paying attention. Yet immediately after these quiet transitions, the direction of the narrative changes. Ancient writers often use structure to guide attention. Rather than explaining everything directly, they shaped the rhythm of the story. They slowed the pace. They introduced silence. They allowed the listener to feel that something important was approaching. In oral storytelling traditions, pauses were powerful. They created anticipation. They prepared the audience for what would come next. Scholars who study narrative structure sometimes notice that similar patterns appear across different passages. A moment of reflection, a pause before action, a subtle shift in the story's rhythm. Then suddenly, a new direction emerges. What seemed quiet becomes meaningful, and what seemed ordinary becomes the moment that prepared the breakthrough. Modern readers often move quickly through texts. We search for dramatic events, for miracles, for clear turning points. But ancient writing often works differently. Meaning can appear in the placement of scenes, in the order of events, in the pauses between moments of action. Without slowing down, these subtle transitions can disappear. Stillness plays a surprising role in many stories. Not only in scripture, but in literature throughout history. A moment of silence allows the story to reset. It creates space for transformation, and when movement returns, it carries greater weight. The breakthrough feels earned, prepared, inevitable. When readers begin paying attention to these quieter moments, scripture can begin to feel different. Instead of focusing only on dramatic events, we start noticing the structure of the narrative, the rhythm, the pauses, the transitions. These elements shape how the story unfolds. Perhaps the most powerful moments in a story are not always the loudest. Sometimes they are the quiet ones, the pause before the change, the stillness before the breakthrough. So the next time a passage suddenly slows down, you might ask yourself one question. Is this the moment right before everything changes?